Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've last posted and I wanted to come back and share with you some new items that I've really been enjoying and really have added a sparkle to my life. I recently splurged on a Christian Dior eyeshadow palette. So what I have here is the Christian Dior TOILE de Jouy 5-color eye makeup signature eyeshadow palette. It's supposed to be long-wearing makeup in an ultra creamy and comfortable texture. You see that the case is the updated version. This is the new release with the all caps and also the CD opening clasp. This was reinvented from the original formula with cornflower extract. And the Toile de Jouy has these 5 shades, which I really enjoy. It comes with a eyeshadow blending brush and also an eyeshadow sponge applicator, which I don't really use. I think it's more for emergency. And you'll see that each shade is very harmonious, and these palettes were inspired by the iconic pieces of Dior fashion. This is all from the Dior website. And depending on the shade you get, you have a matte or satin or shimmer and metallic and glittery eyeshadow palette finish. And I've been really enjoying this eyeshadow palette. I've always sort of toiled with, do I really want to spend $65 on an eyeshadow palette? And the fact that, I'm, in the more mature range now, and I'm not really sure if the satin or shimmery eyeshadows would work well on me, but surprisingly, I've been really enjoying them. I'm wearing it right now, and I'll show you a demo on how I've been applying them. Like how there are 5 shades, and as you can see, I like to use this color as my base eyelid color, and then I'll interchange between this middle color and this color for depending on my outfit. But I always use this as my base, and I'll use this darkest shade as my eyeliner. So, and then I also always use the highlighting palette to illuminate like the tear ducts and also the eyebrow arches. Sephora carries a few of their variations, but if you really wanted to explore the full palette of the Christian Dior eyeshadow range, then definitely check out the Dior Beauty website. I wanted to find a way to swatch the colors for you to see, but since we all have different skin tones, it's really hard to really see how the colors show. So I'm going to try to apply the eyeshadows on a piece of paper with my drawings of an eye, using these various eyeshadow brushes that I got from ENZO. They're all made from Sable fur. They're all natural hair, and they're super soft and luxurious to use. So I'm going to use the largest brush. So what I'll do is I'll take some of this base color and apply it throughout the whole entire eyelid. Okay, and you can see it's a nice warm peach tone. And then I'll use my middle makeup brush and apply some of, let's try this one. This more of like a terracotta orange shade, and I'll put this in this part of the crease and adding a little bit on the bottom. So you can see there's pigment on the paper, and that's just it's supposed to be like a really creamy texture. And then I'm gonna add a bit of this darkest shade as the eyeliner. You can see that's the effect. It's really like a nice rich peach brown color shading. And then of course you can add, the highlighter of this shade to the inner corner of the eye and to the arch of the eyebrow. Okay, so another way I like to use is, again, maybe perhaps using this shade again as the highlighter, as the base shading of the whole eyelid. And then you can see it's very subtle. And then using the center shade as a more neutral base. So you can see just by dabbing it on, I already get a lot of product on my brush. And then adding this to the crease area and a little bit on the base of the eyelash. Of course, I'm doing this on paper, so you'll see a lot of the bits of eyeshadow, but on skin, it'll just melt into the skin with the warmth of the skin. And then again, with the darkest shade, I'll add some for the eyeliner. And you see it's a really nice, you know, neutral palette. This one's a little bit darker. This one's a little more rosy. And then I have a third one we could try. Instead of using this peach shade, maybe we could go ahead and, you know, just let's try to use all shades of this palette. So I'm going to try and use this middle again as my base. Just stippling it on. And then using this one as the midway here. And then adding some rosier to the end of the eye. And then adding the eyeliner. And again, adding some highlighter. And you can even use this to highlight the lid too. So here's my combination of the three. They're all very similar, very harmonious, but you can see that this one has all four of the shades. This one had more of the reddish. This one had more of the neutral shade, and this one had more of the warm peach shade. Okay, so let me just quickly show you how I apply it on my own face. Let me just cover up my under eye bags with some concealer and also take care of my eyebrows, and I'll come right back. Okay, so I'm going to use my largest eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use the middle peachy color shade right there and apply it to my whole upper eyelid, all the way up to the eye socket. So you'll see me stippling and just dabbing, slowly applying the pigment onto my eyelids and then blending it out. And because the shading is quite subtle and light, you might need to reapply. Just add color as you go along. It's always easier to add than to take away. So just do this gradually and slowly layer up all the way to the eye socket area and blend out. Next, I'm going to fill in my crease area, and I'm going to add the middle brown shade there with my medium eye shading brush and just dab it on to my lower crease line and apply the pigment of the shadow onto my eyelids and just blend it out in an upward stroking fashion. And just applying a little bit again, always applying less than you need and slowly layering on additional pigment as necessary. And then I'll use a smaller brush and use that to apply the same pigment, to my lower lash line. And again, just applying and stroking up. And then I'll use my eyeliner shading brush and apply the darkest shadow onto my lash line. And it helps give a very soft, subtle eye shading effect right around the lash line. And it's not as harsh as a eyeliner. And especially if you find
difficulty in applying your eyeliner, this is a great way to just prepare your eyes with the darker shade of the eyeshadow around your lashes, and then using that shadow and following it up with eyeliner or liquid eyeliner later that I'll show later. And then I have my highlighting shading brush and just giving a little dab of the lightest shade and applying it around my teardrop area, tear duct area, just to brighten the eyes and giving it a little more of a shimmer look, and also on the arches of the eyebrow, just to highlight those parts of your face. And then with a special CLIO smudge-proof crayon, I'll use this to line that darkened eyeshadowed area and add more definition to my lash line. It's not quite on my waterline, but I'm sort of tight lining it around my eyelashes. And then I have my CLIO liquid liner, which I love because it does not run or smudge. And just to really accentuate that wing, because I really like to have a thin, precise wing. And you see I made a little mistake, but still it's okay, you can clean it up. And then I have my special eyelash curler. This is really great, especially for, eyes that are not as dimensioned, it helps really curl the eyelashes. And then this is also by CLIO Mascara. All these products will be linked in the description below. You can find them on Amazon. And I like this one because it doesn't smudge and doesn't leave any marks underneath my eyes. So there you have it. There's my overall look.
So I hope you enjoy my video. I've added links to where you can find these products, and also the brushes that I've been using, which I've been really enjoying as well. They were a recent purchase on Amazon, and I'll do another video explaining what these brushes are and why they work so well. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. See you next time.